TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Friday Night Football on TSC!
Hello again, everyone, and welcome literally to a beautiful night for high school football. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop from Wapakoneta High School, Mercy Health, Wapak VFW Field for week 1 of playoff action between the Wapakoneta Redskins and Franklin. Josh, what a great season we had. 10-0, undefeated. It doesn't get any better than that.
And it doesn't, Dan. And, you know, you bring in Franklin, a really good football team out of the South, down by past Dayton and Cincinnati area. And they came in at 5-5. And they played some good football, but
4-6 or 5-5? I think
4-6.
4-6, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what is going on here is they're in a tough conference. They're not. You can't take them lightly, Dan.
Well, listen. You know, I can remember when Wapakoneta played Franklin in the first round of the playoffs in Brendan's senior year, going back to 2011, and what a big game that was.
It was.
These guys come to play. They're a big squad, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And here is the opening kickoff. It's a squib kick, believe it or not. And that's taken by the front man. Is that Lincoln Hutt? Number 12?
It was Lincoln Hutt with the return.
And Lincoln Hutt with the return. And that's probably his first touch of the year. The first time we've called his name, isn't it?
Lincoln Hutt with a good return.
So Wapak will start off 1st and 10. Actually, really good field position, too. We'll call it the 44-yard line. It really is. This is perfect football weather, isn't it?
It is. It's perfect, dude. This is in between going to winter and not, you know.
Moyer in the shotgun throws it out to Mullen. Mullen breaking tackles like he always does.
That's a 6-yard gain.
Absolutely. That looks fantastic.
And on the tackle is number 32 from Franklin, Bryant Ferguson, and he's a sophomore, big old sophomore. And I feel like they said Franklin's kind of a young team right now. They're trying to get their everything built up, so they've kind of had a rough year in their league, but not awful. But
we'll call it a gain of 5 and bring up 2nd and 5. There's Moyer, looks left, throws, caught, Caden Page. And Caden Page looks like he's got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains.
And Cody Ferguson back up in there, coming in there and making a tackle, number 29.
So they're into Franklin territory right off the bat. 2 plays and just underway here in Wapakoneta. Just a beautiful night for football, as we mentioned, and we love starting the playoffs like this with a full house on our side of the field. There's Moyer in the shotgun. That's Mullen in motion to the right. There's the toss sweep. Mullen looking to turn the corner up to the 40 and 35 and then out of bounds.
Gain. And out of bounds on the tackle was 33 or 32, I'm sorry. Bryant Ferguson, the sophomore. He's back. That linebacker's actually everywhere.
Like to thank our sponsors once again this year and for the playoffs, our good friends at TSC, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, Elevation Chiropractic, and Miller's Corral. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. We'll call that a gain of 8 on the play. There's Moyer in the shotgun. Back there with him right now is Longsworth, and that's Hauser in kind of the H-back position. Moyer says something to Longsworth, looks right, throws right, caught by Page, and he's just short of the 25-yard line.
And Danny Fitzpatrick on the tackle, and he's not related to Dan Fitzpatrick on the ESPN show, but he was on the tackle.
Working on a video celebrating the seniors this year, and I think everybody was very positive. Everybody's healthy, and I'm excited about this ball game tonight. 1st and 10. There's Longsworth. And Longsworth bowls his way forward for a gain of about maybe 3 on the play. Josh, maybe 4?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 yards of Fitzpatrick or Longsworth on the tackle with a host of Franklin High School boys coming up and making the tackle. And as Andre comes off the field and bringing Mullins back in.
We're going to talk about Matt Muncy, head coach for Franklin High School, too. I mean, Muncy coming into this game, it's been somewhat of a rough season. You know, it's always difficult for me to talk about teams that are below 500 that make the playoffs to begin with, but they come from a tough conference.
Yeah,
You've got motion to left.
right.
That's Mullen, and that's a throw by Moyer, and a sharp throw, Mullen to the 20, and wrestled out of bounds at the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
It'll be another Wapak first down.
And number 5 comes over and makes the hit, A.J. Cook, for Franklin. I mean, Franklin's going to play their butts off. You know what I mean? They are coming over to play. I mean,
Thank you for checking yourself.
Yes, you know, I did. I mean, but they're coming here. They're coming all the way almost from Cincinnati. They're not coming here just to lay down, you know?
That's true.
They're going to give everything they have.
Shout out to Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire Center. And don't forget to back the blue. That Back the Blue raffle coming up on the 17th. Moyer in the shotgun. Longsworth is back there with him. We've got motion to the right. That's Hauser. And Longsworth going to try to follow Hauser.
Nice hit.
And what a nice defensive play there.
Number 7, Jordan Mull. It's Milligan. It's like not like Gilligan's Island, but it's Milligan's Island. He made his island. You're not coming on my island, buddy. And he just made sure Andre didn't come on his island.
That's good. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. 9:26 remaining. Moyer in that shotgun. Longsworth back. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Moyer rolls right, looks, throws into the end zone.
He gets feet in.
Not sure if he got his.
They're calling it.
Oh, they're going to say it's a touchdown.
Yes. Who was it? Who called it, Dan?
Caden Page.
Caden Page. Beautiful beam footage right there. Good pass and catch.
That's a 16-yard TD pass.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
That happens with long arms and long legs.
Moyer to Page.
Yes, all year, man.
I wasn't
Love
sure
it.
if he kept the foot in or.
I didn't think he did, and then they said it was in.
Here's the extra point by Eisert, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 9:12 remaining here in the first quarter, Wapak takes the opening possession. A beautiful, I mean, that was a great 56-yard.
Yes.
They started with great field
drive.
position, but 56 yards and capped off by a 16-yard touchdown pass. Moyer to Page. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Night Football on TSC.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our 2nd generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs.
Hi, I'm Alan Davis, and since 1984, I've had the privilege to serve our community. My goal has always been to be your solutions provider, protecting things that matter most to you and your family. I want to say thank you to my customers and to the community for all the support we've had for the last 40 years. On behalf of my family and my staff, we sincerely appreciate the ability to serve you for 40 years. Providing coverage and peace of mind for things that matter most to you and your family.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. Giga Spire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. Ethan Eisert with the kick, and it's going to be taken inside the 15-yard line. And not a bad return, but good coverage. That was number 11, Dawson Fitzpatrick, the senior, on the return.
And right
so we
now,
get to see
Wapak
Franklin.
defense coming out and seeing what they can do here, Dan. What I want to see is you're going to see what I've heard all week is Franklin is a kind of wing team tee. They run the wing tee, and they run it pretty good. But they're a younger team, and they've had some troubles with a couple teams like Marion Local, their first game, which they got whooped on pretty good.
Yeah, so Marion Local gives up us
nothing
for Franklin.
You know what Marion Local has done this year? They've gave up 24 points
all
year.
I don't want to hear that. We should have played him again this year.
Yes, I would have loved
All right, 1st and 10 for Franklin. And at quarterback is number 12, Ryan Michael.
And I think it was number 6, Joseph Hughes, just said, hey, I didn't see the ball.
Yeah,
how can you see the ball?
Michael's a freshman out there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. And again, from the 28-yard line, want to thank our sponsors, State Farm Insurance, Jimmy Sager, Auglaze Audiology, and Home Savings Bank. Thank you for your sponsorship. That's Michael in the shotgun. Michael takes the snap, rolls left, looking, throws, and intercepted. Picked off. And that's Grant Stauffer on the INT. Wow. Stauffer. That's a nice INT right there. Not a very strong throw by Michael, and that's how they ended up with the INT there. You're awfully quiet, Josh. What did you see?
I just saw him jump in front of the receiver and took what he had to do. The quarterback showed his face the whole time going down and it showed where he was going to throw. These guys don't throw the ball a lot, so they're trying to get out of their realm and trying to do something they don't do, and it's going to cost them.
Moyer in the shotgun, looks, throws to Mullen. Mullen looking for a block, got it, and then drops his shoulder inside near the 5-yard line. Boy, he got a real nice block out there.
Yeah. And that was by Caden Page. Caden Page making a block.
You know what? We don't talk too much about how well our receivers block and set the –
they set the edge. You know?
Set the edge. Thank you, yeah.
I feel like that's what our coaches are teaching our receivers.
Yeah.
You got to block when it's not your turn. You got to do your job. Just like –
I wish the pros would – the pros and in some of these college teams could block like that.
But I don't think they love football like high school kids do. The high school kids just love football.
2nd and goal from the 3. And that's Moyer trying to weave his way into the end zone, but met by a host of Franklin jerseys.
And Moyer just gets about 2 or maybe 1 yard.
7:44 remaining in the game. The clock running. Wapak took their first possession, 56 yards. Capped it off with a 16-yard touchdown pass from Moyer to Page. And then Franklin's first possession was an interception by Stauffer. That INT started Wapak at the Franklin 11, and that's where we're at right now. 3rd and 3 from the 4. Handoff, no fake, handoff, pass, caught, Stauffer. And why not? A 4-yard TD pass to Grant Stauffer. Wow. Here's Eisert with the ensuing kick. It's up, and it is good. So with 7:19 remaining here in the first quarter, just like that, if you're getting to the ballpark late or turning on the TV late for this replay, it's Wapak 14, Franklin nothing. We'll be back right after this timeout. You're watching high school football on TSC.
It's Friday Night Football on TSC.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Mercy Health, Wapak VFW Field. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. 14-0 already, Josh. Come on, man.
I mean, what's going on here, Dan? Yeah. I mean, did Franklin get off the bus? You know what I mean? They're just not. It's like they're lethargic. They're supposed to be a pretty decent team.
Want to thank our friends once again at TSC, Susan and Lonnie. Thank you so very much for your support, sponsorship, and allowing us to do this and bring this to you on TSC Channel 3. Isert's kick's going to be taken down by the 5-yard line. He's up to the 20, 25. And that's where he's going to be wrestled down. The return man, once again, number 11, Dawson Fitzpatrick, the senior. And things are a little silent on the other side of the field as far as Franklin is concerned, and justifiably so. 7:15 remaining in the first quarter. They're down by 14. So I would think that if
you're going to see a different Franklin team, they're going to get out of their realm. They're not going to play their wing tees. They're going to try to throw the ball, and it's going to cost them. Is what they're going to do. They get out of the realm. They just like they did with Stauffer. They threw a pick, almost a pick six, and they're going to do it all night because they're trying to win a football
Why wouldn't they
game.
just run the ball more and just keep it out of there's that wing tee that we talked about.
Here we are.
All right.
And there he goes. Not a bad running back.
That's number 3.
Got 5 yards.
Malachi Gibson, the senior. And, why not give it to your senior player? Why not run the clock, burn some of the time off, and keep the ball out of Wapak's lethal hands as far as the offense is concerned. That is a gain of 5, so that's a good start. 2nd and 5 from the 31. Back comes Franklin under center, number 12, Michael. And again, Michael loses the handle on the ball, and it's picked up. Ryan Walter.
Just pops on it.
Wow, just like that.
My gosh.
Wow.
And number 4, Ryan Walter is on it for the Redskins.
Wow.
Take over 1st and 10 from the 26 yard line.
Wow. What can you say about that?
I don't know what you can say. But this is high school football. You got to get your snaps down.
Well, and it's the first round of the playoffs, and this is what I've been talking about, when they water down the playoffs like this, and this is when you have potential injuries too. So, you know, we got to stay healthy, we got to stay cool, but we also have to win this ball game. And there's Moyer, 3-step drop. He's feeling a little bit of pressure, rolls right, throws into the end zone, and is that caught and dropped? Caden Page had it right in the breadbasket.
Right, that would have been a tough catch.
Wow.
But it would have been ESPN material.
That'll stop the clock with 6:25 remaining. In the first quarter, Wapak up 14-0. It's been a good week for Wapak at practice, from what I understand.
Yes.
Everybody coming in is healthy too.
Yeah, healthy. We got Martin back. We got everybody back, and the coaches have done a good job at making sure everybody's healthy and coming into getting everything back. Travis has said, you know, he gave them their time, and that's what happens.
There's Moyer, and that's the throw to Page.
Oh, Page with another 9-yard gain.
And a nice pickup, too, because, I mean, when I mean pickup, he picked the ball up off his hip.
Yes.
That was a little low and behind him. And that's what I want to see out of these guys. As long as the first-team offense is in there, I want to see crisp plays. I want to see them execute. I mean, it's not like playing against your, you know, squad team, the rep team that you play out in practice. This is some fresh meat out there, so you need to make sure you execute well and carry that on throughout the playoffs. Here's Longsworth, the ball carrier, cuts inside, drops his shoulder, drives forward near the 10-yard line and has a first down.
Longsworth with the carry for the Redskins, brought down by
5:36 remaining here, only in the first quarter. Wapak driving. 2 big turnovers by Franklin has set Wapak up after they took the opening possession, 56 yards, and scored. They had an INT and then a fumble recovery, and trying to tack on a little bit more right here as Moyer kind of sets the offense, moves Page out to the right. Has Page now motion to the left. He's going to look left, has time, steps up, rolls out, and just going to dump it. Oh, before
that was beautiful. How he did that.
Just
like that,
before he went out of bounds.
Yes. It's like a dump-off pass. That was awesome.
Wow, that was great. Just before he went out of bounds, a last-second throw.
That was a 6-yard. That was like a basketball pass. It was like a skip pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, quarterback.
Into the zone,
like,
into the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. 2nd and 4 from the 5-yard line. They can get a first down near the 1. Moyer in the shotgun. Mullen standing right next to him. Hands it off to Mullen. Mullen cuts back inside, down to the goal line. He's close to at least a first down if he's not in. And that's what's going to happen. They'll have first and goal with 4:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Well, they look sharp. I got to tell you, they look very sharp tonight.
Yet we are on top of our game, and we knew we would be. Wapak, just like anybody, when you have a kind of – the first time they played a bad game was last week. We kind of were slow in this lineup. We were lethargical, and we got through it just like Ohio State did against Nebraska. And I'm telling you right now, Ohio State tomorrow is going to come and play football.
Moyer on the quarterback keeper.
Today. Just like a Wapak is today.
And they're going to say he's in the end zone. Yes. Touchdown, Moyer. Moyer with a 1-yard run to extend the Wapak lead to 20-0 with 3:55 remaining here only in the first quarter. I sense a running clock sometime tonight.
We'll have it at halftime.
Ethan Iser to attempt the extra point. The snap, the place, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
TSC.
And with that, Wapak extends their lead 21-0 We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
I am committed to volunteering my time.
I'm 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 committed to volunteering my time.
I am committed to volunteering my time and help you determine the value of your home with a free market valuation.
Every month or quarter, we receive a statement for your other valuable assets. So why not know the value of your home?
We can set up an appointment to take a quick look at your home and determine the value of your largest asset.
Set up your appointment today by calling 419-738-1161 or check out our website at merit-re.com to connect with your favorite agent.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglaze and Sydney Audiology.
Auglaze Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglaze and Sydney Audiology.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Auglaze Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
Welcome back to Mercy Health Wapak VFW Field. Wapakoneta, Ohio. Week number 1 of the high school football playoffs. And this is what I've always dread about the playoffs, you know, these mismatches in the first week, because everybody has to have a trophy mentality that drives me nuts, you know. I would love to see them, you know, eliminate at least 1 week. And this week, it's just not fair to have people with 2 wins or 3 wins or 4 wins like Franklin.
I think people are
to play that first week.
Yes,
Come on, man, that's just not right.
I think people are kind of getting fed up with the OSHAs. Or they just want to make money. You got teams that are 2-8 in the playoffs. Elida's gone to Shelby 10-0. And, I mean, I hope Elida could beat them, but they're not going to beat Shelby.
It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Michael back in at quarterback. There's that wing T in the backfield. He'll take the snap, hand it off. That's number 3, Gibson. Gibson trying to turn the corner.
3-yard to 4-yard gain on the run by Gibson, and number 3 on the tackle is for Wapak is Grant Stauffer.
Wapak up 21-0. 3:21 remaining here in just the first quarter in that wing T. Handoff, and this time it's the fullback in that wing T formation, and probably a gain of 1 if he's lucky. Once again, I'm sorry, that's Gibson once again, the senior, the ball carrier. Want to thank our sponsors once again all year long. Can't do it without you. Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, State Farm, Dad's Toy Shop. We love JP Metz and the crew there. And Gail Miller and the family over at Miller Brothers Tire. 3rd and a long 2. As Michael pulls away from center, looks to his backfield. And as we mentioned, he's only a freshman. So there seems to be a little confusion. He's going to call a timeout. He wants a timeout. And then they finally give him a timeout. So Maybe there was some kind of confusion. He saw something he didn't like.
I feel like, Dan, what he's thinking is we're down 21 points.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here.
And we got to get something going. And he saw Wapak putting the pressure on. And maybe he thought, hey, I see a receiver that might be able to get open in something.
You can
So,
hope that maybe he saw something
yes,
that can make a difference.
Something to make a difference for his team.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, hey, we didn't come all the way down to Wapakoneta to lose this gosh dang game. Yeah, up to Wapakoneta. We're northern. We're the northern folk. We're the northern folk.
The northern folk.
Yeah, the northern folk. But, they didn't come all the way up here just to frickin' sit down and lose a game.
So let's talk a little bit while we've got a timeout before they come back. Some of the recoveries from injury. We had a few guys that had their hands wrapped over the last couple of weeks. And what's going on with them?
We still got some hands wrapped. We got Stauffer with his hand wrapped still. He just caught a awesome interception. We got Bryson Pack. He's still got his hand wrapped. But Chris Martin's back with his ankle and things like that.
Oh, what a
I
great!
think we got everybody back.
What a great interview I had with Chris Martin too. What a fine young man. I'm really happy for him and trying to turn the corner. It looks like he's got enough for the first down as Gibson, and he does. He's got enough for the first down and then
nice
some.
Run by Gibson.
Up over the 40-yard line.
With a great run on the tackle was Braylon Walter and Stauffer and all the hosts of Redskins. But like I always tell Noah, I said, I don't know why they don't run to your side. I tell Noah this all the time, Bishop. He's like, I think they're scared of me, Dad. I said, well, they should be.
He's a great tackler.
Yes.
I was telling somebody the other day, he just wraps up so well.
Yeah, he does. And
First and 10 for Franklin. Hand off to the first guy through, and that's probably a gain of maybe 1. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Number 18, Campbell for Franklin.
Campbell with the carry for the Wildcats. Brought down by
$1:39 remaining here in the first quarter. Wapak up 21-0, striking first on their first possession and then 2 more times after turnovers by Franklin. Michael's going to step back, look to the sideline, and see what they want to play. Looks like they're ready. It's going to be a handoff again. It's going to be Gibson. Gibson plowing his way forward. And that's what you expect from a senior.
Yep.
These guys, they're down by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's not going to give up.
He's not giving up.
Could be his last game ever.
This is his last game ever putting pads on.
Yeah.
Well, I would, Dan, if you were a senior, you're in this, and you're healthy.
Yeah.
You're running your butt off.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's what he's doing. And that's what you want to see out of these kids.
Yeah. So we'll call it a gain of 9, actually. And it's 3rd and 1, and the ball sitting right at midfield. Yeah, that old wing tee, that was the classic 3 yards in a cloud of dust that Woody Hayes always spoke about. And it looks like they've got the first down.
Yep.
The ball carrier is Tucker Campbell, another senior. And that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Utilize your senior experience.
And they're just playing their game. And
hey, if they can do this, they can get back into the game.
Yes.
There's nobody saying they can't get back into the game. That's for sure.
No, right. I mean, it's hard for a wing T team because you're that kind of slow, methodical offense.
Yeah.
You drive it down. It's like St. Mary's.
Yeah.
If you can get up on them
and
just keep it away from their but their job is to keep it away from your offense.
Well, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with our score. The Wapakoneta Redskins 21, Franklin nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
It's Friday Night Football on TSC. Let's go.
Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta. Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Welcome back to Mercy Health Wapak VFW Field. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. Week number 1 of high school football between the Wapakoneta Redskins and Franklin. And there's a freshman quarterback in there for Franklin. And now we're going to see him pass for the first time. He's going down the right sideline. He's got a guy open. No, he overthrows the intended receiver. And the receiver, number 6, Hughes, is saying that Mullen pushed off. But I don't see any flags over on that side of the field as Mullen made the interception. Is that what you're seeing?
They're saying they're saying Wapak ball.
Wow. These guys have got to keep the ball on the ground if they want to stay close and stay in this game. But Wapak's going to take over 1st and 10 from the 25. You know, he immediately went to the official and was saying that he got pushed off.
Yeah.
And there was no flag on that side of the field at all. So here comes Wapak. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. I expect Wapak to run the ball a lot more the rest of this game, but no, they're going to pass. It's Hauser to the 25, and he gets tripped up.
Don't get tripped up. You're a freaking Louisville commit.
This is one of the things
jump over him.
This is one of the things that frustrates me a little bit about this is that he's got one guy that can take him down, on occasions. And he's got to be able to just blow through, pick his legs up.
Yes,
my goodness.
Come up and just go.
He's a big guy. Another great interview I had with the seniors this year was Grant Hauser, and boy, I'll tell you, Hauser's got a grip. I shook his hand and I was like,
he's a gigantic human being.
He's a big boy. He's got to play with more of a purpose, more evil, if you want to call it that.
Yes,
There's Mullen.
I like that. That's what I say, evil. You've got to be an evil Knievel. When you play, you want...
Especially this game.
Yes.
It frustrates me to no end.
Don't not get tackled.
Come on, dude.
You
and I both know.
Yes.
We went up against a lot of big guys in our... We had to block guys his size. Are you kidding me?
And I mean...
So why are... it frustrates me to no end that guy ought to be just vicious, man.
And he's getting the D1 offers. We didn't get them, Dan.
Yeah, I think Hauser, from this standpoint, he's really got to try to impress some people, and this is his opportunity right now. 3rd and 3 for the Redskins. Moyer in the shotgun. Mullen's back there with him. Trips out to the left. I smell a pass, and that's what it is. Moyer looks, throws, caught! Caden Page, what a perfect pass! And into the end zone, touchdown. Wow.
Pop, go to Weedle, cut to Weedle, go, pop!
68-yard TD pass to Page. Wow. We have a flag on the play, do we? Or is that just our scoreboard? There is a flag on the play.
It was a flag after the
dead
touchdown.
ball, personal foul on the offense.
But after the touchdown. So the score still stands. So we're going to have to kick a longer field goal.
And that was another great interview I had with Ethan Iser. I try to do a senior video every year where I take the time to interview the seniors and talk about their season, their career. And I had to tell Iser how impressed you and I both were with his progress this year. He has really done well. And you know who he gives all the credit to? Last year's superstar at kicker. Beach.
Beach. Why can't Kyle? I'm trying to get it out there. I just want to say Kylie Beach. Kyle Beach.
There's another flag out there, and that could be a delay of game or something is what. And I think maybe what happened was they started the play clock way ahead of what was happening. Let's go back to what he's saying. Yeah, you know, there was a little confusion with how the play clock started, I think, and there was a delay of game on Wapak, so they're going to kick the extra point again with 10-13 remaining, and let's see if Wapak can extend their lead to 28-0. But yeah, you know, we'll talk about Ethan because we're going to keep it here. We're not going to go to another break after he successfully makes this field goal. Can I say that? Maybe. I hope. Please. Block with the place. Eisert with the kick, and the kick is up. Hey, there we go, and it's good. So with 10-13 remaining, Wapak extends their lead 28-0. It's been turnovers, and Wapak capitalizing on turnovers. 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. But let me tell you about this young man, Ethan Eisert. I mean, he really was excited about kicking and also about the fact that other people recognized how he has progressed. Yeah. You know, he's Mr. Consistency when it comes to the extra point. He's done well as far as kickoffs are concerned. But, you know, he's also, you know, a football player, but he's a soccer player. And one of the things that we talked about is, you know, trying to encourage some of these younger players that play other sports to maybe consider playing football. And what it was like for him to transition from soccer to football, where there's much more contact, much more of an opportunity to get your bell rung, you know, in a football game than in a soccer game. But his enthusiasm for the game and wanting to kick and wanting to succeed was infectious. It was great discussion. I can't wait to share those interviews with everybody on TSC. But a lot of fun. He was another good one. And throughout the night, as they pop up, I'll talk about some of these guys. But 10-13 remaining here in the first half. Wapak up 28-0. And we're going to need him in the playoffs. We're going to need a healthy Eisert with a good leg in the playoffs. And there's the ensuing kick. It's kind of muffed a little bit and then picked up, and he's got some running room down the right sideline, breaking tackles in the Wapak territory is Joseph Hughes, the junior. So Hughes with a nice return.
He broke a tackle. Franklin. He got through a couple guys, and luckily, I don't know who made the tackle, but I think it could have been maybe the kicker. Was the kicker involved in that?
Well, if it was, I wouldn't be surprised because Ethan always talked about, you know, wanting to hit people. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. So that's the Wapak 42-yard line, and that's great field position for Franklin in that full house backfield, wing tee, whatever you want to call it. And that's a great handoff to Gibson, who has some running room, and I mean great handoff, not just because it was a great handoff, it was a great run.
Yeah, there you go. What nice 10-yard run. And on the tackle was Stauffer and Mullen. But
man, if I was Franklin, I'd just continue to run the ball, wouldn't you? Come on, why put the?
Why are they getting out of the realm?
Yeah,
they got out of it so early. They did not. What they didn't do is try to eat up clock, and they're not doing it.
We want to talk about the Isaacs, the quarterback that's injured. That's first down, and again, it's Gibson, the ball carrier.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a injury to their quarterback. That's why they're playing their freshman tonight, right?
Right. And you know what we haven't seen, and I'm going to say this right now. We got the widest side of this field here, and you got your weak side of your defense. So they're going to try to do something on this side of the field here. They're trying to get a touchdown. They're pounding and pounding the weak side, and they're going to try to come over here and do something on this side. I guarantee I just know how offenses are. They might, but they're smart. They would. Oh, he went up the middle.
Well, they're running it left, but that's not going anywhere. couple of the usual suspects in on the tackle. Gotta love the fact that it's Brody Preezer, number 52, and number 24, Longsworth. And how do you think Longsworth's been doing in that nose tackle position?
I think he's doing a great job, Dan. I mean, I think this is the team. If you want to go somewhere, you keep everybody healthy, and when you can, you get up 42-0 or whatever, and you take them all out and let your JV play. Keep these guys healthy.
Yeah, it's a long season with these extended playoffs, and that's what drives me nuts. Here's a pass down the left side.
I think he
Michael
was trying to block
the ball.
Noah Bishop. He's like, I'm going to block you, but I think he's going to throw a pass to me, so I'm just going to let that ball go over my head. That was really weird, wasn't it? Didn't you see that?
I saw that too.
So
I just wasn't. They weren't on the same page.
They were not on the same page.
And again, we're talking about Ryan Michaels, only a freshman, so he's got a lot on his shoulders right now. 4th and 11. Big 4th down for Franklin. He looks, throws, and that's picked off. A one-handed interception to boot. And down the right sideline trying to give a stiff arm is Bryson Pack. Bryson Pack picked that off with one hand.
He did do it.
Wow. Boy, I hope there's not any delays on 75, because these Franklin fans are going to have a real long ride home so far. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to call the game.
No, don't do it.
I'm not going to call the game.
I've done that before, Dan.
I am not going to do it. 8:03 remaining in Wapak. 8:03 remaining in the first half, up 28-0. And they're going to take the ball at the 45-yard line of Franklin. Wow. Well, I hope they got plenty of hot dogs and hamburgers down at the concession stand, because halftime is going to be a lot of fun for the Wapak faithful who came out in droves tonight. We got a great crowd here tonight. Fake handoff to Longsworth. He's going to look down the middle of the field, has a man open, and caught for the touchdown. It's Grant Stauffer again. Stauffer with a 55-yard TD pass. Wow. I just feel like they're padding the stats. It's not even the end of the first half, and it's 34-0. Here's the thing, though. It's the playoffs. You really have to be able to go 4 quarters full go, and this first playoff game can't be like a scrimmage. It can't be something you throw away. It's kind of unfortunate for Franklin that Wapak is going to have to keep as many people as they can. Oh, there's a flag on the play again, and we missed that. I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at the field. Totally missed it, but Iser with the extra point, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So there we sit at 7:56 remaining in the first half. Wapak's up 35-0. Are you kidding me? We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostown.com for all your tire and wheel needs.
Hi, I'm Alan Davis, and since 1984, I've had the privilege to serve our community. My goal has always been to be your solutions provider, protecting things that matter most to you and your family. I want to say thank you to my customers and to the community for all the support we've had for the last 40 years. On behalf of my family and my staff, we sincerely appreciate the ability to serve you for 40 years. Providing coverage and peace of mind for things that matter most to you and your family.
TSC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Welcome back to Mercy Health Wapak VFW Field. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. I don't know what else to say. 35-0.
Here comes
Scoreboard
Isaac
speaks
Bishop's
for itself.
coming in. Isaac Bishop's coming in. Who's he coming in for? Look at that little number 25 coming in there.
Here's the ensuing kickoff.
He wants to hit somebody.
And that's going to go out of bounds. Is that him battling in midfield there still?
Yeah, he was still battling.
I think he just wanted to hit somebody.
Yeah, he did. It's first time being on varsity. He's like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to hit you. Frickin' fight, I guess.
Trickles out of bounds.
We'll
have the ball first and 10 from the 35-yard line.
What?
Anyway, it's 7:56 remaining here in the first half, and Franklin will take over, 1st and 10. And they're marching something off that we missed. What did we miss here? Okay. Well, with that, Franklin will take over 1st and 10 from midfield. We'll call it 50-yard line. And I know they've got to feel a little frustrated tonight too. Boy, you almost lost the handle on that ball. Late handoff to Gibson, the senior.
Ooh, no, Bishop comes in, sweeps the leg.
Yeah, he did. He swept the leg, didn't he?
That's called, what do they call that, Dan? Is that in that old Mortal Kombat? Sweep the legs. And that's what
It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Wildcats.
That's a 4-yard loss thanks to that tackle by Bishop.
Yeah, he just didn't play around.
Yeah.
I kind of gave my focus to him. I said, don't play around here. Make the tackle.
I don't know. You said sweep the leg. The
I
first
did
thought
say
I had was Karate Kid.
Yeah, it's Karate Kid. Sweep the leg. Dude, we are on the same page. I loved Karate Kid.
2nd and 14. And that kid's not going anywhere. Nice stop defensively. All right, let's take a look at some of these numbers, some of the players on defense. Hauser's still in there. Looks like first team is still in there defensively. And they need to be. They need to have these reps. That's what's important. 3rd and 14. We'll call it no gain. Boy, Franklin really struggling to put something together here tonight. It's been a tough night for them. Interception, fumble, interception, interception. And that handoff, number 18, he's going to get gobbled up. That's Campbell.
And Campbell with nowhere to go with number 9. That's Ross Hollingford on the tackle. And Ross is a big plus to our football team. Came out, he was a swimmer, Dan.
Yeah, I
He's a
interviewed
great
Ross.
swimmer,
Ross is
and-
a senior.
Yes, and he was a soccer player, and he said, hey, I'm going to go on this awesome Wapak football team.
It was kind of cool how
Yeah.
he complimented and gave thanks to the coaches that came up to him and asked him to play.
Yeah.
And to talk about the transition from being an individual sport to coming as a team sport. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. That was another great interview. Thanks for bringing that up.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the punt by Eisert. Takes a Wapak bounce. Out of bounds. Not by Eisert, I'm sorry. That's Franklin's punt. And Wapak will take over. Fitzpatrick was the punter, I believe. So Wapak will take over 1st and 10 at their 26-yard line. 35-0, folks. Don't know what else to tell you, man. It's been all Wapakoneta. The first team is back out there with Moyer at quarterback. 2 wide receivers split to the left. Moyer in the shotgun. Handoff. It's going to be Mullen. Mullen breaking tackles. Mullen up to the 35, 40. One man to beat. Midfield. 40. 35, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Mullen.
Just like that, 42-0. That was a beautiful run, man. Man, he's fast.
Are you kidding me? A 74-yard TD run? Unbelievable. It is going to be a long ride back to Franklin.
That sucks for them. And, I mean, they're trying their butts off, Dan. It's not like they're not trying. They're playing football.
Yeah.
They're just against a frickin' juggernaut. Dan, Wapak is a
and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
In the top 20.
So hold on a second.
High
Hold on a second. With 5:22 remaining, Wapak up now 42-0. We'll keep it right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Wapak's a good football team.
They really are.
We're 10-0, and that's only. I asked Moyer the other day. I said, "Hey, when's the last time you went 10-0? 2015. You don't do that very often." And the WBL, as you know, the WBL is like, yeah, there's some, but it's a good league. To go 10-0 is tough, and we went 10-0 and pretty easily, and we beat a big Toledo St. Jesuit team. And
Toledo St. John's.
Yeah, St. John's Jesuit. And these Franklin, they're not a bad team. They beat some good teams. I mean, they lost to Marion Local first game of the year.
Yeah, they play in a tough league too.
Yes,
it's not like they don't play in a tough league.
So,
but it's still, you get to this point in the season, and like we talked about last week, I think it was very, very important for us to play a tough Salina team to make sure that we were focused,
Right.
Make sure we were ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Make sure we were challenged, and all those things are important if you're going to succeed and make it state and win state.
Yeah. If you want to win state, you got to be totally freaking focused. And I think that's where we're going to be from here on out. I'm seeing guys make plays that I've never seen make plays.
Here's the ensuing kickoff. Taking it about the 10 to the 15. Looking for some running room is Hughes. And Hughes up over the 20-yard line. And that's where Franklin will start 1st and 10. 5:15 remaining here in the first half. Wapak up 42-0. Want to take time to thank our sponsors once again. We really can't do it without you. Dad's Toy Shop at JP Metz. Hey, listen, you're looking for something unique for Christmas? They have everything from RC boats, trucks, planes. They have trains. They have all the parts you need to stay up and running and having fun all year long. One of the greatest gifts you can give anybody is a remote-controlled vehicle. Get it at Dad's Toy Shop and tell them Big Dan sent you. 1st and 10 from the 21. A handoff. And that, once again, is Gibson, the ball carrier, and not getting much on that play.
And I tell you what, Dan, Wapak, this is where they last year, you remember we got the year, we started 0-2 last year.
And that was a tough 0-2 because it was a tough loss.
Local, and we
tough
came
loss
in
at home
yes.
to Marion Local.
And then we came into Defiance.
And then a tough loss at Defiance.
And then we turned it on. And we turned it on. And we went all the way to the regional finals and lost. But
let's take a moment to talk about the regionals. I mean, we start this playoff game tonight against Franklin, number 2 in the region. Tip City Tippecanoe is number 1 in our region. And there's some familiar faces and some good teams that we're going to have to face after this week.
Yeah, we're going to have Batavia. We're going to have London, Tip City Tippecanoe, Salina again. St. Mary's is in here. Bell Fountain. And the one team, there's some tough teams.
Yeah, some good players too.
It's not like,
and teams that have players that are Division I players too.
Hey, we got the toughest player.
Gibson, the ball carrier again
in our region.
Yeah,
Tavion St. Clair.
Yeah,
he's the #1 player in the nation. He's the #1 recruit. And he is in our region in D3. You think of it that way. I would love to play him. I would love to see our team play Ohio State, the #1 recruit coming to Ohio State. Let's bring it on.
Well, let's talk about the preseason too, because on 7-on-7s we had the opportunity to see him. And what were your thoughts about that 7-on-7? How we played against him?
He's a very, very good QB. He's got that quick whip. He's got that quick whip throw, and he can throw to anybody. But that was without linemen. That's without everybody else they have. And we went toe-to-toe with them, with our skilled players. Skill to skill, we went with him. So Caleb went toe-to-toe with him. And so we put our line and our defense with him. I think we can be.
Timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if we get to that point where we get to play him, I would love it. I think it would be awesome to see that kind of show. I think we can play with a lot of teams in D3. I really do. I think this is a very good Wapakoneta football team.
Yeah, one of the things I think that has impressed me the most is on ESPN and on some of the other talking head sports shows, for years they've been using the word maturation, which is a process of maturing as the season goes on. The physicality, the mentality of maturing as the season goes on. And I think that's one of the things that we've seen out of this Wapak team.
Yeah.
It's impressive to me to see how that defensive line has gotten stronger. Yeah. How the offensive line, which we questioned a little bit at the beginning of the season, has definitely gotten stronger.
Right.
The consistency out of Moyer, the unbelievable progression and maturation out of a guy like Mullen. Mullen has sunk into that position so well. I don't think I have to seriously go back to the highlights to see if any time that Mullen got the ball on a pass, I don't think the first person who touched him tackled him. I think it had to take the second or third tackler to bring him down. I've seen him break so many first tackles this year. I've just been thrilled to watch his growth.
Yeah.
And I know you have too.
Yeah.
I mean, great hands, great speed, great first step when he gets the ball. It's insane. That's a nice run. That's number 32, Ferguson, a sophomore. And that's a nice run for Franklin. With 2:26 remaining and the clock continuing to run. No, there's a timeout so they can move the chains. But boy, I got to tell you, so let's talk about Moyer. I mean, here's a kid coming into, young man that last year, I know he was frustrated. I know he's frustrated because of that injury again at Dayton. I know that the whole team was frustrated because it was more than just him that got hurt. There's a nice run.
Yes,
number 7, Milligan.
Not on Milligan's island. He's on his own island. He's trying to get his own island here.
But let's talk about the growth of Moyer and the difference between what's your major take on Moyer difference from last year to this year? Yes, go.
Maturity and being what Moyer has done is don't make the mistakes. He really has. I don't even know if he's thrown how many interceptions he has. None, maybe 2 at the most. He just don't throw interceptions. If he don't like it, he runs it, and he is just becoming the leader. He's coming to his. He's becoming mature. You know, he's just becoming what you want as a quarterback. Freshman, sophomore, he's still a baby. You know.
Yeah.
Junior year, he's coming out to be a man. That's what I say.
Let's talk about the wideouts this year. I mean, I've been really impressed. I mean, there's a player out there that played last year who said he wasn't going to play this year, and that kind of brought a lot of people down. I mean, a good wide receiver that's focusing in on his health and his opportunities in college and another sport. So we needed a couple guys to step up, whether it's Ryan Walter or Stauffer, but Bryson Pack as well. But Caden Page has kind of picked up where he left off last year. We talked about it all season long. Great route runner, somebody who has great hands. But we saw it tonight. He took a pass by Moore that I thought was kind of a lazy pass tonight. Yeah. He took it off his hip.
Yeah.
And the catch in the end zone for the touchdown was amazing. Great footwork. I mean, the kid has really got skills, man.
He's a phenomenal football player. And the thing is now that he knows, Dan, that he knows how good he is and where he's at in his game, that's what he wants to do. That's all he wants to work on is his game.
Yeah.
And Dan, I don't mean to say this in a weird way, and I don't mean to put this on air, but he don't even want to play. He's the starting point guard on the basketball team. He don't want to play basketball anymore. He wants to come to the field and work on his game all the time and work. And he wants to do 2 workouts a day.
Wow.
And I think he wants to do it with Noah and a couple of his football players. He's all about football.
You got Longsworth coming off the field, and hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
He looks a little groggy right there. Let's hope he's okay.
All right, yeah.
But let's continue with that. I mean, the wideouts and the people that have stepped up, to provide great targets for Moyer has made a difference in Moyer's maturation, if you will. The ball carrier there, number 7, is Milligan again.
Milligan's Island. He's trying to get there. He got about 3 yards.
Milligan spells Milligan.
Milligan's Island. Here we go. And that looks like Franco Harris.
Wow,
number
nice
32.
run.
That looks like Franco Harris.
No,
kinda,
we're not
right?
going to. Why? That's
32. That
Ferguson,
was
the ball carrier. We're not going to mention Pittsburgh people here.
I hate Pittsburgh.
Sorry. Hey, sorry, folks. Sorry. I'm going to apologize for Josh.
We do not like Pittsburgh.
I'm going to apologize for Josh, but I hate to say it, but
we are not Pittsburgh.
I agree. Anyway, you didn't hear that. 22 seconds remaining in the clock.
What
right
Dan likes is
half.
Jameis Winston.
Coming
out.
I'm rooting for Jameis
I
now,
am too,
man.
dude.
I'm rooting for
Jameis.
Jameis.
I am all about Jameis Winston because
Let's go
Dan,
Browns.
what happened last week is his team played for him.
Yeah.
Everybody, offense and defense.
That's
it was
what
an
you need.
impressive thing. We haven't seen it all year.
And you had an opportunity to take tickets from me.
I know, I couldn't.
I had tickets I wanted to give you to go to that game.
And I didn't get to go see it. I would have got to witness an awesome football game.
An awesome football game. Yeah. 21 seconds remaining here in the first half. Wapak up 42-0. We'll come out in the second half with a running clock for sure. Let's see what the Zebra has to say. So make sure that everything is okay. 2nd down and 10 from the Wapak 28-yard line for Franklin. Maybe they could put some points on the board. Let's see. I don't know. They haven't had much success putting the ball up in the air. Number 12, Michael, the freshman at quarterback. He'll take the snap. 3-step drop, looks, throws it down the middle of the field, has a man open, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, but a good defensive play.
And Stauffer having a great game. just
Stauffer's
making
having a
interceptions.
great
He is
game.
playing
Wow.
good football. And that's what you need, a senior to step up, be a leader, and he's being the leader he needs to be.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
Very, very impressive.
Yes.
Stops the clock with 20 seconds remaining. Hey, once again, want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest. We can't do it with our friends at TSC. Susan and Lonnie, thank you so very much for your support as we continue in our playoff weeks after tonight. And that's going to be picked off again. Another interception. It's Bishop to the 40-yard line. Bishop with the INT, baby. Noah Bishop. And needless to say, the Bishop family is celebrating in the stands and in the booth.
My wife's down there. I think she just started streaking. You guys see her down there? Oh, she was so fast you didn't see her.
9 seconds remaining. I expect Walpaw maybe to just take a knee here. They're in that formation. And the snap and the knee. So that'll bring us to the end of the first half here at Mercy Health Wapakoneta VFW Field. With the score, the Wapakoneta Redskins 42, Franklin nothing. We'll be back with second half action after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Friday Night Football on TSC.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
For over 50 years, we have been lucky enough to experience and listen to the music of two masters on the keys, Mr. Billy Joel and Sir Elton John. Their partnership has made its way on stage with their face-to-face tour, which is one of the most successful duo tours of all time. We hope you enjoy as we bring their music to life tonight on the field. Presenting the Wapakoneta High School Marching Band and their repeat performance of the Piano Men. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wapakoneta High School Marching Band.
Friday Night Football on TSC.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
I am committed to volunteering my time.
I'm 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 committed to volunteering my time.
I am committed to volunteering my time and help you determine the value of your home with a free market valuation.
Every month or quarter, we receive a statement for your other valuable assets. So why not know the value of your home?
We can set up an appointment to take a quick look at your home and determine the value of your largest asset.
Set up your appointment today by calling 419-738-1161 or check out our website at merit-re.com to connect with your favorite agent.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at All Glaze and Sydney Audiology.
All Glaze Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at All Glaze and Sydney Audiology.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Allglaze Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no obligation quote.
It's Friday Night Football on TSC.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to second half action here at Wapakoneta Mercy Health VFW Field. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop for tonight's playoff action between the Wapakoneta Redskins and Franklin. And Josh, your thoughts about the first half? I mean, what else can you say?
It was a domination, Dan. I mean, Walpaw came out and played football, and that's all you can say. And you feel bad for the other team that came about an hour and a half down or up north, but Walpaw has played their game.
So far, so good, and here's the return. That's number 6, Hughes, for Franklin, up over the 30-yard line, still on his feet and wrestled out short of the 35-yard line. As you can see on the scoreboard right now, coming into the second half, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 42, Franklin nothing. And what does that mean, Josh?
I didn't hear what you said.
No, it's a running clock. There we go.
I'm sorry, Dan.
I was trying to set you up there, but
yes, you did. I'm sorry, and I didn't catch on. Sorry, my bad, bro.
No, it's all good. And first week of playoff action couldn't go any smoother for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Lots of turnovers. We'll get to that in just a second. Here's the freshman, yeah, Michael, the quarterback, handing it off, and that's not going to go anywhere. But the theme for the first half.
Turnovers and really physical football.
Yeah.
Walpaw came out and played their I don't know how many first downs they have in the first half. I don't know if you wrote it down, but we kind of dominated so badly in the first half.
It didn't matter first downs because it just seemed like as soon as they got the ball back up for a turnover, they scored.
Yeah.
That's number 18, Campbell, the ball carrier. Campbell, senior. And now, as far as Wapak is concerned, it's about playing and staying focused so that nobody gets hurt, so that we're playing a clean game for the rest of the game, and making sure that we don't make any mistakes. We just want to play a clean game, and you want to be safe, right? 3rd and 8 from their own 36. Hand off to the first guy through is that fullback, and well short.
Stuffing him up the middle, and that is number, I think it was Niedermeyer up front, which is a big old Preezer in there, and Niedermeyer and some of your younger kids. And now they're going for a punt return, and Noah Bishop in. Who and the other guy back here is number 20. Ryan Richardson.
Ryan Richardson had a great game last week against Salina, and what a great asset he's turned out to be this year in a number of different ways, both on special teams, and that ball is going to take a bounce in front of Richardson and down inside the 25-yard line. But let's talk about the play of Ryan Richardson last week against Salina. That big return.
Around with it coming up short, the kicker did not know how to kick.
Well, he knew how to kick. He kicked he kicked like a 43-yard field goal. So he had a leg, but they had They had a plan, I believe. Salina had a plan
Not
to
to
kick
kick
to
our
a
deep guys.
specific person every time. They weren't going to go deep, so they
Yeah.
kicked it to Richardson every
Yeah.
time. And progressively, he got longer and longer until he broke one
Yep.
and set up Wapak for a great opportunity to score. And it made a difference, I think, especially in the second half when it came to the game. Right?
Right. I thought so. And
All
here we
right.
got number 3, Stauffer out wide and Bishop in the slot.
So Wapak is showing first team as Longsworth takes the handoff, turns left corner, and has enough for a first down. He got hit at the 30-yard line, and it looked
And just
like he
kept
was
running.
falling forward for 6 yards. He still maintained his balance enough to get the first down. Yeah. He lost the shoe, did he?
Did he?
Looks like he did, yeah. He's trying to click it back on. Yeah, there he goes. You got to get down and put that. Yeah, they're going to replace him right now. Coming in is
They're bringing in freshman
Gage Vaughn.
Gage Vaughn.
Yeah. Just underway, second half action from Wapakoneta. Redskins up 42-0. The clock's going to be running for the rest of the second half unless Franklin does something dramatic. Moyer's still in there at QB. And back there with him, number 22, is Vaughn. And Vaughn's going to take the handoff and get about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
I'd like to see Caleb throw to like a receiver like Noah.
I don't see
or
it.
somebody, but he has played receiver all year and he never gets the ball. That's his. He back up to the best receiver in the WBL, and he never gets to get the ball. I'd love to see that, but they don't. He just. Noah's going to Ohio Northern on a visit tomorrow.
Hey, that's fantastic.
Yeah, him and Mullen and Freezer.
Oh, wow. Well, obviously, he gets his smarts from his mom.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff. I had to slip that in there, man. Who else is? Where is it? Gage Vaughn, the ball
Dan,
carrier.
you're not thinking it's not coming from me.
You're a smart guy.
I am smart. I'm smart ass. Strick. Like.
Way to cover it up,
yes,
pal. Way to cover it up, pal.
Smart asterisk.
6:04 remaining in the clock, as you can see, down to 6 minutes now remaining in the third quarter. This is where I appreciate the running clock. During the regular season, we've talked about that before, where, I don't like it during the regular season, but from a playoff game where you're beating, tarnation out of somebody at this point, it's just, Mercy rule from Mercy Health Field in Vaughn. Hey, why don't you talk a little bit about Gage Vaughn?
Gage Vaughn.
Why don't you tell me about this freshman that's handling the ball?
He played with. I was coached him at Uniopolis he was with Noah and Isaac. He was in the backfield with the boys, Isaac and Noah, and Jarrett Mullen. All of us were there. All these kids were with us at Uniopolis. Walter boys.
Talk about his growth and what he's done this year as a freshman.
He's just gotten bigger. That's what it is with him. I mean, he just kind of really sprouted up. He's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler,
yes,
too.
He's a wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. And that's probably his favorite sport. He's given up on baseball now. He was a good baseball player, but he said it's going to be football and wrestling for him.
And there you go. There's Vaughn. Cuts it back. And a nice run. That was a nice run against the grain. He saw it was shut down on the outside, cut it back in. And, again, instinctively, that's what you want out of some of these younger running backs. You want them to be able to recognize when they need to cut back and to feel it. You have to sense it.
Yeah.
You and I, we talked about running the football. There's a point to where you can sense things closing down, and your body just tells you instinctively when to cut.
Back. All right. It's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
It is a real thing. Exactly.
For the good running backs, some of them don't have it, Dan. I mean, we did.
I know it ticks me off. So you got to be able to sense that, or you shouldn't be running the ball. There's Vaughn again. Look, he just saw it. He took. Yeah, he should have made that cut sooner. But again, it's nice to see some of the younger underclassmen into the game. I think Moyer should probably come out, don't you?
Yeah. Well, they're probably going to score one more time. They took Noah out, so he ain't never going to get a pass. They just don't give him any offensive touches.
You don't have to sound so
I know. I get so mad because he's a good
father-like.
offensive weapon. He just is.
There's a lot of good offensive weapons on this
here.
team.
I know there are, right? But we got to save him for. We want to go. If we got 5 more weeks to go to the state championship.
Wow, what a nice run by Vaughn to the 20, down near the 15-yard line. What a strong run by number 22.
It's tough.
That's nice to see. Wow. All right, so 42-0. The clock is running. We're under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Want to thank our sponsors once again. Our friends at Merit Real Estate, Minster Bank, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, our good friends at GA Windsor & Son and State Farm. Jimmy Sager and the crew there. Boy, what a great crowd tonight here in Wapakoneta. I mean, we don't see much on the other side as far as Franklin is concerned, and justifiably so. 4-6 coming into the game. There's Vaughn again. Vaughn trying to break tackles. Boy, they're really working him now. But a great crowd from Wapak tonight, and hats off to everybody here. You know, we don't talk about it too much, but the administration and everybody at Wapakoneta City Schools, Brad Rex, Aaron Rex, you know, everybody who makes things happen here at Wapakoneta Field, Wapak Mercy Health, and Wapak VFW Field. I mean, these guys do a great job, and I just am so happy and pleased to be a part of this high school and what they do here. You know, we've talked about this a lot, Josh, but everywhere we go in the WBL and outside the WBL, they always talk about Wapak. There's Vaughn breaking tackles down to the 5-yard line. They always talk about the quality of the facilities here, you know, where you could come and you could see the game. And then if we're broadcasting the game, we have our own booth up here. Right. And, I mean, they treat us so great. It just doesn't get any better than this for high school football.
Right.
So now we're looking at 1st and goal from the 5 with just under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Wapak up 42-0 and looking to extend their lead. And as we talk about quarterback right now, number 16, Lisi, is in at quarterback in the shotgun position with Vaughn. He's going to hand it to Vaughn. Vaughn looking for a hole down to the, oh, man, it was open momentarily. It looked like he was going to get into the end zone there, Josh.
And he's running hard.
Oh, man, it was closed down nicely there by the Franklin defense. But you got to be excited as a freshman.
Oh, as a freshman to get that kind of carries.
Are you kidding me, man? That's fantastic. What great experience. And that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. From Wapakoneta, it's the Redskins 42, Franklin nothing. We'll take a final timeout before the fourth quarter, and we'll be back with more. You're watching high school football here on TSC.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor and Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor and Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wapak Mercy Health in Wapakoneta VFW Field. Big Dan Wilson and Josh Bishop. Wapak threatening. That's Lacey in at quarterback now as Moyer gets a break for the rest of this game. Vaughn in the backfield with 11:34 remaining. Vaughn takes the handoff, and it looks like he was into the end zone or not. They're going to say he's short.
Vaughn with the carry for the Redskins, brought down by.
Want to thank our sponsors once again. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, TSC, Merit Real Estate, Minster Bank, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Windsor & Son, State Farm, Auglaze Audiology, Dad's Toy Shop. We love you guys. Miller's Brothers Tire, Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, and Back the Blue. Let's backtheblue.org. Check them out on the web for that big raffle coming up November 17th. And we want to thank our friends at Auglaze Audiology for helping us out with that. Two wide receivers to the left. That's Vaughn in the backfield again. Going to take the handoff, and he's going to tiptoe into the end zone at the 10:37 mark, and Wapak will extend their lead to 48-0 as Izard comes on to tack on another extra point. So, Josh, once again, let's talk a little bit more about what we can expect after tonight's contest in Division III. Something unusual is the fact that we've always had a few road blocks historically in the last 10 years or so in our Division II setup, and that kick is – no, that's not Izard kicking the ball. That is Scheiplein, right? And that kick is no good. So with 10:03 remaining, Wapak 48-0. But let's talk about some of the people who are no longer – a threat to us progressing to a state championship possibly.
Well, what I'm going to think is we don't have Trotwood. We don't have
exactly.
Baden.
Exactly.
We don't have some of these schools, but we still have Tip City. And we have London and some other schools that we got to get out of the region with. And I'm telling you,
Tip City, Tippecanoe has been like Wapakoneta.
Yeah,
they've been in the playoffs
every year,
and they have gone like two or three deep.
We're spitting images of each other.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We are spitting images of each other. And so we have to deal with that. But what happens is, I know everybody's saying Tip City's so good, and this we don't have a chance to beat them. And that's what they're saying.
You're hearing stuff
yes,
like
I'm
that?
hearing stuff like that. Because they're just all over the, they're London. They're beating teams 80-0. Who are they playing, Dan? Who are they playing? So I think Wapak has a chance to actually go the distance.
And there is the ensuing kickoff, and that's taken by Lincoln Clark.
Oh, and look at little Isaac Bishop get the tackle, number 25. Is that him?
Yeah, he's limping a little bit. That'll put the ball at about the 41-yard line for Franklin with 9:20 or 9:30. Well, either way, it's under. Now it's 9:20 by the time I figure out what the clock says. Left in the game with Wapak up 48-0. And obviously we're seeing some of the underclassmen as far as defense is concerned now too. So, getting some of these guys into the game. But, one of the things that we talked about as far as this region is concerned is the fact that there is a lot of experience with teams that have depth and experience when it comes to the playoffs. And Tip City Tippecanoe is one of those teams.
Yeah, they are. They are that team.
They're number 1 in our region.
Right.
And we're number 2. And
it's going to come down to those two, I think.
I would hope that would be a great match. I would hope we get a chance to see them. But actually, I think Tip City's got to get through Bell Fountain.
Yep.
They're up in their bracket.
They got a tougher way than we do. They got to go through St. Mary's, and I'm telling you what, St. Mary's might just be as good as anybody in this dang division or this region. They got.
Let's talk about those WBL teams that are in our region again, Salina and St. Mary's. I mean, Salina played us tough, man.
Yeah, they did.
That was tough. We had a couple of nice breaks, and then you look at St. Mary's. St. Mary's, they were missing a key player when we played them at running back, right? That little miscue there. And Franklin recovered. 7:45 remaining. But let's talk a little bit about that, Josh. Come on. I mean, St. Mary's. They were missing a key player in the backfield when we played them.
Yeah, they were, and they got him back, and they haven't lost. I'm telling you, Dan, you don't want to play St. Mary's right now, and we don't have to unless they get to the regional final. And they could do it. They could go through Tip City. We go through everything else. We could meet each other in the final.
Yeah, crazy.
Wouldn't that be fun? Would that be a fun regional final?
Wow. It would be fantastic if we played them here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the game. Franklin on a, what is it, a 3rd and 8? That's number 18, the ball carrier, Tucker Campbell. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Franklin first, okay? So you've got these seniors out there who've worked their butts off all season long.
Yeah.
They managed to make it into the playoffs, maybe squeak into the playoffs, if you will, with a 4-6 record. But, they're out there playing their hearts out. Mom and dad's in the stands. What's going through their minds right now?
They are. What do you think? You were a senior dad once. The last time you get to see your senior.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that when we were playing in the playoffs.
It is.
We thought we were going to win. And as a senior dad, what I'm saying as a senior player, let's talk about the players that are out there. This is your last game. It's under 6 minutes remaining. You're down 48-0. You're a senior on the field.
What are you thinking
for Franklin? Yeah, what's going through your mind, man?
You're going through, dude. That's what's going through their mind. They're heartbroken. They're heartbroken. They are like, this is the last time I'm putting the pads on. This is. They came down here and knew that what was forecast was coming. They knew they were probably going to get beat, but I'm not saying they put it to what they had. They're young, and they had a couple. The seniors that were out there, they did their jobs, but it's sad because you hate to see, like you said, Dan. We've said this. The last time you put the pads on forever is a rough feeling.
Yeah, you never forget it.
You love to hit.
Never forget it.
You are an animal. You are a freaking Viking.
Never forget it.
And that's what you love to do.
Yeah. And I think that's what binds every one of us who played this game, is the fact that, the tenacity, the ability to be able to legally hit somebody as hard as you possibly can, or be hit by somebody. Really, it's a different kind of sport that, unless you've played it, it's hard to appreciate it. as Franklin continues to drive down the field. Okay, so now here we're at a first down, right? First down and 10. No, it's second down and 6. All right, 2nd and 6. How badly do you think some of these coaches are saying, we want a shutout at this point? It doesn't really matter. Josh?
No, it don't. I mean, it don't matter. But there.
Quarterback keeper inside the 10, down to the 5, still on his feet, down to the 3-yard line. Don't you think the coaches want a shutout here? Come on,
they're
man.
Probably yeah, I know what they want.
It's a 1st and goal now.
They're not going to put their starting defense in. They're going to rely on their JV
No, they're
defense.
not
You know what I
going to
mean?
put their starting defense. Okay, here's a quarterback keeper. Michael's probably going to keep the ball. No, he's going to hand it off. Yes, he's going to keep it and tiptoes into the end zone for Franklin's first score of the game at the 4:15 mark.
I called the score today, Dan. I said 45-7, and it's 48-6. So I said I'm pretty close. I said, do you think they'll score? I said they'll score late.
Wow.
I'm pretty good at this stuff.
I would say pack your bags and head to Vegas tonight.
I am ready to go. Yes. Me and you, we're going to go do a
because if you're that good,
I'm that good.
If you're that good, you should be in Vegas.
I should be.
And the kick is up and the kick is good. So 3:37 remaining in the game. And Franklin gets their first score of the game, 48-7. Well, of course, you know, this is a tape-delayed broadcast, so we really don't know who we're playing in next week as far as playoffs are concerned. But what we hope for is that for Wapak to continue on and hopefully make it to the state championship. How do you feel about this team so far?
What I feel like Wapak's team?
Yeah.
Oh, I think, Dan, if they keep playing their game, they have every reason to think they can go win a state championship.
Right on.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think they have the tools, they have the coaches, and they have everything to go win it all. Let's go do it. You know what I mean? Let's go get this done.
Let's get it done.
Let's go get it done.
Finally.
Yes, let's go finally get it done.
You know, it's kind of weird because I looked at last year's team and, you know, especially like when I was doing the senior interviews, and I thought to myself, I'm looking at last year's team and I'm thinking, man, there were some great players on that team. But this year's team has equally amount of players that have matured and progressed. Maybe it was because of the senior leadership we had last year that made me feel like that was the team that was going to go all the way. Maybe it was that feeling with that senior leadership that I thought that was our opportunity to do something great. But sometimes it's a combination of both underclassmen and seniors that get you there. And Wapak has that perfect mix, don't they?
Right.
You know, you start at quarterback. You start at last year he was only a sophomore. It's hard to believe he was only a sophomore last year. And he took us as deep as he did.
Yeah, now he's a junior. And we got the best frickin' talent. We got D1 players. We got 3 or 4. You're in D3. There's no reason you can't go get it done.
As Wapak will continue to run the ball with 2:33 remaining. We're going to cut out of this early as soon as the game is over, so I might as well take the time once again to thank all the great sponsors this year and for the playoffs. Our good friends at TSC, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Windsor & Son, State Farm Insurance, Auglaze Audiology, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire, and Ely Funeral Home and Crematory. And don't forget Back the Blue. Go to letsbacktheblue.org. Check out that raffle. That it's just going to be a great event, too. That Let's Back the Blue thing. It's a grassroots endeavor to encourage support and appreciation for law enforcement and their efforts and to bring law enforcement and the communities they serve together Real nice event. letsbacktheblue.org. Well, as we wind things up here, we might as well talk about your thoughts about tonight's game. What's your final comments?
I thought Wapak's domination and
domination is the key.
They just dominated the game.
You're right.
They came in on all facets of the game, offense, defensive line. They did their job, and offensive receivers. The receivers caught every pass that Caleb I don't know. He didn't have many.
Page.
Caden Page is a freaking animal.
Wow.
Yep. And that is all you can say, Dan. It's going to get tougher from here. Every week
it really
it's going to get tougher, and we know what's going to come.
Yeah.
This was a game that we knew we should win. Next week's going to get a little tougher, and then every week's going to get tougher. So the coaches have their work cut out for them. Yeah, and I know
it bothers me. It bothers me that the first playoff week is like a scrimmage before the season even starts.
Yeah.
Against a team like if you're a Division I and you're playing a Division IV team.
Right.
It shouldn't be like this, and this is what frustrates me the most. But this is what we have, and it's going to be a Wapak victory. We're going to be 11-0, man.
Right.
11-0.
11-0.
You got to be proud of that,
right.
though.
Yes.
Right.
Right. I'm really proud of it.
Here we go as they continue to set up. Well, that's a nice run.
A nice run. Wireman on the carry.
And that'll bring us to the end of tonight's contest.
Nice.
With the score, the Wapakoneta Redskins 48.
7.
The Franklin Wildcats 7. What a great night tonight. Once again, your final thoughts going into next week. Stay focused, right? You got to stay focused.
Stay focused. You got a big game in front of you every week. It's focus, and I'm going to give this to Wapak right here. Hey, everybody, do your job. Stay healthy. Eat your Wheaties and lift your weights. And every day, do some push-ups. Me and Dan do. How many? Dan, we say to me and you, we do 10 push-ups a day, don't we?
Probably more than that.
Maybe 15. But we do. So
11 for sure. When nobody's looking. That's going to bring us to the end of tonight's contest with the score. The Wapakoneta Redskins 48, the Franklin Wildcats 7. I'm Big Dan Wilson for my tag team partner, Josh Bishop, and our entire crew, our videographers, Mark Fissel, Jacqueline Miller, Paul Downing, Brendan Bannon, and Jack the Sea Hag Hagerman. I'm Big Dan Wilson. Have a good night, everybody.
TSC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.